Hello, good evening everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of this Burnley career mode. This is episode 27. I think it is. Let me just check that, actually. Indeed it is, episode 27 of this FIFA 16 Burnley career mode. 28th and 29th, the 30th actually is against Swansea, so the 30th edition of career mode will be at the Liberty Stadium, and then obviously home match with West Ham, and then away at Man City, then all these games as well: Watford, Villa, Norwich, Liverpool, lots of home games there, Middlesbrough on the Boxing Day, and then Liverpool at Anfield, so there's plenty of good football still to come there. But as I say, this is video 27 of the series, of the Burnley career mode series for FIFA 16. It's away at Stamford Bridge. We're 3 points ahead of Mourinho's men in the table. Can we keep the pace with the Manchester Colours and get 3 crucial points away from home? Or will Chelsea give us a footballing lesson, maybe? Well, there's only one way to find out as we go over to Stamford Bridge, where we're ready to take on the mighty Mourinho and the mighty Chelsea down at the bridge. Hello there, welcome to Stamford Bridge, where Burnley come to try and upset the odds. It's third against fourth here. 3 points separate Burnley in third place and Jose Mourinho's Chelsea. So this really is a big game for both sides. As we look there at Chelsea's Thibaut Courtois, top scorers. Burnley are joint top with Manchester City on 20 goals each. United then come third with 17, and Liverpool are fourth with 15 goals. So a check on the two teams then. Thibaut Courtois is preferred to Begovic in goal. Diego Costa plays up front with Marin playing in behind. Pedro and Covado are the two wingers, and Ginkel and Ramirez the two holding midfielders. What about the Clarets? Heaton in goal, Bellerin, Dan Smith, Bentaleb, Barton, Hughes, Balassi, Ings and Gale. It's unchanged yet again, and you can see why consistency is the key. There's Thibaut Courtois, the Belgian #1. Refereeing point of fact comes from the Willow. He's Mike Dean, of course. Off you are in hand. Stamford Bridge. It's going to be Chelsea in the blue shirts attacking that end to our right. So Burnley will attack the famous shed end in the first half here at Stamford Bridge. Marine now picks the ball up early on in the midfield. A little flick on towards Van Ginkel. And then Diego Costa's shot was charged there by Scotty Dan. So a real threatening start there by Chelsea. Here's Ings though at the other end, and so near. Well, he got into the shooting position. Thibaut Courtois didn't feel the necessary need to dive for a ball that was going fractionally wide, going wide of the target in the end. Courtois with the kick. Ramirez. Aspilicueta. And Ings won the ball off him very comfortably. That's a good ball. Possibilities here for Bentaleb. Cross deflected, and that has been kept in. This is Ramirez. Van Ginkel. Costa. Marin. Costa. and Ginkel. Chelsea keeping the possession very nicely. Bellerin in with the challenge, and he tries to get in there again. Bellerin, and just clicks from Ginkel there. The referee going across there towards Bellerin. Oh, it's a red card! Well, that is a surprise decision. Danny Ings and Hector Bellerin absolutely frustrated there with the referee. Well, I cannot believe that's a red card. That's nowhere near even a yellow card. For Mike Dean to give that decision is an absolute disgrace. There was no way in the world that was even a yellow card, let alone a red. And Burnley here, in my view, unfairly now reduced to 10 men. And now Ings goes in, surely not another red card here. He's pulled out a yellow this time. But you can understand the frustration of the Burnley players. They're still complaining about the Bellerin sending off, and you can look at Joey Barton's face. It's just an absolute disgrace. Fair enough, that's a yellow card. I can live with Mike Dean's decision there. Well, why didn't he at least book Hector Bellerin? It's just... Well, Mike Dean has given some dodgy decisions over the years against Burnley. Remember the Martin Olsen incident 4 or 5 years back when it was the Blackburn-Burnley derby. It just, to have a red card like that, it just escapes me. It really does. It's a 3-kick to Chelsea, but it's... I'm at a loss here. That's a 3-kick. It comes to nothing in the end, but Ings is now booked and Bellerin has been sent off. Well, most of Stamford Bridge is absolutely stunned. Hughes. Barton. That's a good ball. Now Bentaleb onto it. Gale and Ings waiting in the centre. Gale! It's scored for the 10 men! Burnley take the lead against all the odds. They were reduced to 10 men not 10 minutes ago, and Dwight Gale volleys it past Thibaut Courtois, who got something on it, but he couldn't keep it out. Maybe he should have saved it there, the big Belgian, but Dwight Gale deserves that little bit of luck, and so do Burnley, because they haven't had much here at Stamford Bridge up until then. They take the lead here. It's his 4th of the season, and the 10 men have the lead and something now to defend. Chelsea 0, 10-man Burnley 1. Van Ginkel. Ramirez. All put in. Oh, Diego Costa. He's always one for a fight, Diego Costa. He likes to go in there and have and scrap for everything in that final third. Jordan Knight. Hughes. Oh, wonderful play around the corner, and Gale's onto it like a whip it here. Dwight Gale. Well, it's just the 4th goal in 11 games. This is how he's got it. Ball is it. Scuffs the shot a little bit, but Thibaut Courtois will be furious with the goalkeeping. Burnley have put all them refereeing decisions to one side for now, but wait a moment, there's a chance there for Cuadrado. Plays it across towards Ramirez, who's missed an absolute chance to have an opportunity to make it 1-1. That's a poor finish from the Chelsea captain, and he knows it. Dan, Smith, Hughes, Van Ginkel wins the ball, and a ball in behind. Costa is onside here. No, he's not, he's off. And he knew it, he knew it. Wasn't much in it as it turns out in the end. Hughes. Gale, the goal scorer. It's Dwight Gale. Oh, it was a good strike. Caught it well, but just drifted wide of Thibaut Courtois' bar post. Last minute or two before the end of the first half here at Stamford Bridge. And 10-man Burnley, who were reduced to 10 men when Hector Bellerin was unfairly sent off, leading by a goal to nil as Danny Ings goes forward and forces the save. Yet again from Thibaut Courtois. Went near post. Goalkeeper of Courtois' stature should not be getting beat at the near post. Burnley corner, Barton with it. Comes out to Costa. Oh, Costa's through now. Burnley have committed the defensive suicide and it's just one-on-one. It's Costa against the goalkeeper. Costa laid it back. Being rather unselfish when he should have really gone for the shot, and in the end it's come to nothing. And Burnley survive, and referee Dean blows the whistle, but he's getting receiving boos from the other end of the ground where Hector Bellerin was unfairly sent off, but Burnley put them wrongs to rights when Dwight Gale followed them ahead, and the 10 men have the lead by a goal to nil at Stamford Bridge. Welcome back, everybody. The goal scorer has been sacrificed because Burnley wanted to make a tactical change. It's only for tactical reasons, so Dwight Gale, the scorer, has gone off, and John Flanagan now will come in and take over Bellerin's old role at right back. So Burnley now back to the two backs of four. Danny Ings, in fact, in that, for the record, is playing alone up top. Stutzy just felt with three at the back he couldn't really take too many risks against a very ruthless Chelsea side. Hughes, and against the crossbar, and Ings couldn't finish. Oh, that would need, I think would need Hawkeye to dissipate this one, I'm sure, because Hughes chipped the goalkeeper superbly well. Here's Balassi, and Ginkel in with the challenge. It's got away from Balassi this time. Ivanovic, and that's a lovely ball, and look at the space here. Flanagan getting across and conceding the corner. And Chelsea about to make a change themselves. And Ginkel, who looked lively for large periods of the first half, certainly is going to be replaced by Cesc Fabregas with 10 minutes gone in the second half here. And his first job is to line up for a Chelsea corner. Let's see what happens. Here comes the corner. Bentaleb gets it away, but only as far as Balassi. Now Ings can take it on himself. Danny Ings now through the middle, and Danny Ings going all the way through, and he could really put some breathing space here between themselves and the Chelsea guys, and he couldn't do so because Thibaut Courtois made the save. That's what happened. Still haven't had confirmation from goal line technology. It didn't obviously cross the line, but I'd like to see from Hawkeye how close that really was. Barton with the corner. Smith with a header. Well held by Courtois. Now we're gone here at Stamford Bridge. Yannick Balassi. Oh, lovely skill. Lovely skill. Balassi! Good save by Thibaut Courtois. And Chelsea making another substitution. And it's Pedro being taken off there. He's had a disappointing match, Pedro. And Eden Hazard, the Belgian, will come on the last 26 minutes or so that remain. Meanwhile, the Clarets have a corner. The 10 men Fighting doggedly now as Hazard comes onto the field. Bentaleb to take the corner. And the header is in from Scott Dan! 2-0! The 10 men have breathing space now! Wonderful corner by Nabil Bentaleb! And what a bullet header by Scott Dan! Magnificent! No goalkeeper in the world would have saved that, let alone Thibaut Courtois. Scott Dan with a beautiful goal. It's his second of the season, and it's another crucial goal, because his first of the season got Burnley out of a tight spot against Newcastle a few weeks ago. Now he's put Burnley into a 2-goal lead here, and it looks as if Burnley are going to go more than 3 points clear of Chelsea now. They're going to go, I think, 6 points clear. And Chelsea could well be in danger of dropping out of the top 4 again. Well, Stutz's side have battled gamely with 10 men and have really took the initiative to their hosts here, and Mourinho will be pondering what has gone wrong. Higgs is offside. Well, we've got less than 20 minutes to go with this, and quite honestly, this has been a remarkable game of football. It was quite obvious from that angle that Ings had strayed offside. Costa to Omarado, back to Diego Costa, but Barton is there. Costa really meeting his match with Joey Barton there. Barton is not one player that... Barton is one player you don't mess with, I tell you. Here's Ivanovic. City 1, Manchester United, Liverpool 2 rather. Nathaniel Klein has put City in front. Here's the cross though. Oh, well held, Tom Heaton. Whenever he's had to do anything, he's done it tremendously well and very competently as well. And Ings has got to be aware of the offside, and he's beaten the trap now. This could really seal the deal. Good save by Thibaut Courtois. And a corner. Chelsea making their final change. That's Thibaut Courtois there, but it's going to be Kennedy for Marine as Mourinho plays his final joker. The corner flag there just swaying a little bit there. So Kennedy on now for Marine. And it's 3! Tommy Smith, the other centre-back, has put the icing on the cake. And the 10 men of Burnley have got themselves a famous victory at Stamford Bridge. And it's the 2 centre-backs who have come up with goals 2 and 3 in the second half. It fell for the right man. John Flanagan also went for it, but it was Tommy Smith who got there first, and my goodness, he got a good connection. It's his second goal of the season. The 2 centre-backs have 2 goals each. And let's see between them, and it's 2-0 now, 3-0 now, sorry, for Burnley. I'm getting so carried away here. The 10 men have done it. And Chelsea, who have that man advantage, look a well-beaten side, but Corrado keeps it in play. Costa can't get there. I made sure he couldn't. Danny Ings, who hasn't stopped running for the cause all day, and he's past the defenders again. It could be even more humiliation for Chelsea. Ings tries to go around Courtois, but he can't succeed. 3 added minutes. Famous victory with 10 men, but here's Hazard, who's onside here. Can Eden Hazard pull one back? That's a good save from Tom Heaton. Really good goalkeeping by the Burnley skipper. Now Ings at the other end. Burnley still want to attack and still want to score at every opportunity, and Ings might just do so now. Danny Ings' shot, good save by Thibaut Courtois. It's end-to-end stuff. Burnley will get the win for sure. Danny Ings denied this time. He may not score today, but it doesn't really matter who gets the goals, really, who gets the headlines. It's all about 3 points, and Burnley are going to get the 3 points. Final play of the match, Barton's corner, headed away. Here's Costa. Whistle goes, and the 10 men of Burnley have won, and won well. They put the injustice of Hector Bellerin's unfair sending off behind them. Dwight Gale put them in front, and then the two centre-backs took over in the second half. First got down with a bullet header to make it 2-0. And then right towards the end, Tommy Smith made it 3. And what a sensational victory by the 10 men. It's back to the drawing board for Mourinho's men, but for Stutz's men, it's onwards and upwards as they fight the Manchester clubs at the top of the league. Chelsea 0, Burnley 3. Well, there we are, that great victory there. I don't understand the refereeing in that game, no. I mean, we want to know that type of thing, but the refereeing I thought was absolutely abysmal from Mike Dean, and I think he should never be allowed to referee another football game ever again. That was the worst decision I've ever seen on this career mode, to send Bellerin off. When it looked at, it was a foul tackle, but nothing really to suggest being sent off, and I found that very, very odd and very, very silly in the least. Anyway, let's have a look at the results then from the weekend. Cardiff beat Everton by 1-0 there at the Cardiff City Stadium. Big win for them, really. Burnley, as you seen there, beat Chelsea 3-0. City and Liverpool drew 2-2, so drop points from Manchester City. And United took advantage by beating West Brom 1-0. Stoke and Spurs shared the points at the Britannia. Sunderland and Norwich drew 0-0 in a drab game at the Stadium Light. Swansea and Villa drew 1-1. Watford winning 2-0 at West Ham. And the two games played on the Sunday, Newcastle 2, Arsenal 1. Big win that for McLaren, whose side are really picking up rather well at the moment, and a side that should be feared, certainly up at St James's Park. And Southampton Middlesbrough ended goalless. So what does that do for the table as regards the Premier League, that is? It means with City's draw and Burnley winning at Chelsea, it means that Burnley go second now. The Pirates go second on goal difference, because we've got our goal difference is +16 to +10 for Manchester City. Stoke now move up into 4th place and Newcastle into 5th. Chelsea, after their defeat to us at Stamford Bridge, dropped to 6th. At the bottom end, some movers and shakers. Cardiff now up to 13th. Everton, Norwich and West Brom hanging precariously above the trapdoor. So too Southampton. Watford, Middlesbrough and West Ham all marooned at the moment. Well, Watford are not far off getting out anyway, but Middlesbrough and West Ham really struggling for form here and look badly out of sorts. Food for thought for Mr. Karanka and Mr. Bilic for sure. And that brings the end of episode 27, but our next match features a cup tie with Barnet, who I think are in League 2. Let's just double check that before we go. I think they are in League 2. Let's have a look. Burnley, of course, in 2nd place in the Championship against Barnet, who are currently 16th in League 2. So Martin Allen's men is next up. So it's the League 2. So League 2 are going to be featured in our next video. So it could well be suspiciously a much changed lineup for that game. You will find out in due course in episode number 28. But as for this episode, thank you very much indeed for watching, and we'll see you for the Barnet last 16 Capital One Cup game. Till then, goodbye now. Bye bye.